What is the value of the following expression? Well, many ways of doing this. You can first just add up the pluses, right? These guys. And when you add up the pluses, it's 48. And then you can subtract the minuses however you want to do it. And if you subtract the minuses, that's minus 30. And therefore, that would be 18, which is answer A. In the array shown below, there are three threes are surrounded by twos, which in turn are surrounded by a border of ones. What is the sum of the numbers in the array? Okay, so we have 3 threes, as the question said. Then we have 12 twos when you count them, and then we have a whole bunch of ones, 20 of them. And then when you add this up, it's 9 plus 24 plus 20, which is 53. And therefore, that would be C. Haruki has a piece of wire that is 24 centimeters long. He wants to bend it to form each of the following shapes one at a time. A regular hexagon with side length 5, square area 36, right triangle, legs 6 and 8. Which of these shapes can he make? Okay. So a hexagon with side lengths of 5 would have a perimeter of 5 times 6, which is 30. So since his wire is only 24 centimeters, he can't make the hexagon. Square of area 36. Okay, so that means the side lengths were 6 because the area is 6 times 6. And therefore the perimeter would be 24. So there, that he can, because he has enough of the wire. Right triangle with legs 6 and 8. Okay, so here's the right triangle. Here's 6, here's 8. Using Pythagoras or even by memory, you can figure out that that's 10, the hypotenuse. And therefore the perimeter would be 24. So that also can be made. So it looks like the square and the triangle. So square and the triangle are choice D, I believe. Yeah. Brin's savings decreased by 20 in July, increased by 50 in August. Brin's savings are now what % of the original amount? So let's just say that Brin had $100 initially, and then in July decreased by 20, so went down to 80. And then in August went up by 50% from this amount, so 50% of that is 40. So 40 plus 80 is 120. So now they want you to compare these two guys, and that obviously is 120 percent of the original. So that would be E. Casey went on a road trip that covered 100 miles, stopping only for a lunch break. The trip took 3 hours in total. Her average speed while driving was 40 miles an hour. In minutes, how long did their lunch break take? So speed is equal to distance over time. The distance is 100. The speed is 40. So we'll figure out the time. The time is 2.5, and that's in hours. Now the total trip is 3 hours, right? So that means of the 3 hours, obviously, we should subtract the driving time. Half an hour was the break, and half an hour is also the equivalent of 30 minutes. So that would be B. Peter lives near a rectangular field that is filled with blackberry bushes. The field is 10 meters long and 8 meters wide, and Peter can reach any blackberries that are within 1 meter of an edge of the field. The portion of the field that he can reach is shaded in the figure below. What fraction of the area of the field can Peter reach? Well, it looks like he can reach the shaded area, so that would basically be the full area, 10 times 8, minus the inner part, which is 8 times 6. So that's 80 minus 48, which is 32. But they're not asking for 32. They're asking for a fraction. So we have to divide that 32 by the total, which is 80. And that is 4 over 10, which is 2 over 5, which would be E. Mika would like to estimate how far she can ride a new model of electric bike on a fully charged battery. She completed 2 trips totaling 40 miles. The first trip used a half of the total battery power, while the second trip used 3 over 10 of the total battery power. How many miles can this electric bike go on a fully charged battery? All right, so we have a half plus 3 over 10, so that's what we need to add, and when you do, you get 4 over 5. So 4 over 5 is how much battery life was required to go 40 miles, correct? Yeah. So we want to know on a full charge, which would be 1, how many miles. So that's really just the equivalent equation. Cross multiply, you get 4 over 5x is 40, and therefore x is 40 times 5 over 4, and that, I believe, is 50. So that would mean C. A poll asked a number of people if they liked solving math problems. Exactly 74 said yes. What is the fewest possible number of people that could have been asked? Okay, well, 74 out of 100, that would be fine. So 100 is an answer choice, but the key here is the word fewest. Okay, well, 74 is what? 37 times 2? And 37 is a prime, right? So that means we can't go anything lower than that. So if you had 37 out of 50 people, that would also be 74%. And I think, therefore, 50 is the smallest number that you can have. What is the value of this expression? Okay, so we got 16 times 9. And then we have 81 times 4. And then that would be 4 times 3. And this would be 9 times 2. And that would be 12 over 18. And in Low's terms, that's 2 over 3. So that is B. 5 runners completed the grueling X marathon. Luke, Melina, Nico, Olympia, and Pedro. Nico finished 11 minutes behind Pedro. Olympia finished 2 minutes behind Melina, but 3 minutes behind Pedro. Ahead, I think. Yeah. Olympia finished 6 minutes ahead of Luke. Which runner finished 4th? Okay. So let's figure this out. Nico finished 11 minutes behind Pedro. So here's Nico, here's Pedro. And this is 11 minutes. So this is in the lead so far. Okay, Olympia finished 2 minutes ahead of... Okay, so Olympia is somewhere. 3 minutes behind Pedro, so this is 3. And then 2 minutes ahead of Melina. So if this is Melina, this is 2 minutes. And then Olympia finished 6 minutes ahead of Luke. So Luke is somewhere in here, and this is 6. So since that is 2, this would be 4. And then this is going to be, let me think about this, 2, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so what are they asking? Which runner finished 4th? So this is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So Luke is 4th, and therefore that would be A.